way there, boys. It's time to finish this game up, Clueless. So let's keep on. Let us proceed to the next. You know what I mean? No, you're just a hollow knight. Count of the first flame. Let's go, boys. This is a straight path, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but... Okay. Me trying to do backstab damage instead of just like doing it normal. Oh, I'll change. There's some other things. Bye. He had stuff on him? Oh well, such is life. Not like I care enough. One more night for me, or technically 2 more nights, because I thought there would be 5 nights. Yeah. Oh my god. Buddy, come on now. What is that? No, I am curious just how much damage this can actually do. So let's find out. Let's find out how much damage this can do at like only like 28 intelligence. Yeah, it's not bad, you know? Only 28 intelligence, but not, actually like bothering, like picking up. That's not bad damage. Not bad damage. Coliseum or something? That was a Coliseum, but it looked like I'd say what it is. More titanium chunks. Oh, no, as long as I don't just roll off the edge again, I should be fine. White titanium jump. Anything over here? Nope. Light it out, boys. It's time for this. Bam! Oh, good night, Lord Gwendolen. Soul of Goddess, Lord of Cinder. Now, honestly, you could link the fire. Or we can. What is that little? That little. Oh, there. What is it? What? Can I leave? I actually don't know what this shit is. What is it? Do I not have access to it? I should. Shouldn't I? I should have a choice. Where's my choice? The fuck? Where's my choice? Where's the other thing? Where's my dark age, eh? They're over here. Do I just leave? No, I don't just leave, do I? I don't fucking know. I do just leave, okay.
My Lord, bless thy safe return. Let Garth and Fraft serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness.
Oh my god, I'm not even in human form for this, so fun. But we've been hollowed this whole time, so.
True God be cast upon the world. Our Lord hath returned.
That's the dark ending, boys. Sweet. The light ending, pretty much like you just burn up in flames, and yep. So yeah, that was Lord Gwyn. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, that's Dark Souls to say the least. Yeah, it's kind of just a game to say the least. It is, unfortunately, this is kind of this is kind of a game in where I am not someone who will like appreciate this game at the end of the day. There's plenty of games like this, and this just happens to be another one of them at the end of the game. I think the game's fine. I sort of like the game, yes and no at the end of the day. One thing, I really don't think it's hard, and yes, you can say, well, most people don't reach a level 120 in a quote-unquote casual PvE playthrough, and to my counterpoint, it is a casual playthrough. If I want to grind a farm for 4 hours, 6 hours, you know, let me grind for 4 to 6 hours, because I'm just gonna grind for 4 to 6 hours, because that's just a bad habit of mine at the end of the day. It might be not bad. Well, bad habit for some people. If I want like challenging gameplay, but I care less about challenging gameplay, to say at least. So yeah, I don't think Dark Souls, at least Dark Souls 1, is that hard, like at all. But yeah, and no, I do not think like poor like management or area is that good. Like, oh yeah, was it hard when I went to like the catacombs during like my first 2 hours? Fucking yeah, it was. But that's because I'm not supposed to go to the catacombs in my first 2 hours for the most part, because obviously the enemies are like you know, have a lot more health, you know, they're leveled or whatever, blah blah blah. Like I do, and it's just like another thing is like I think I used the guide for about, I don't know, maybe half the game, because I used the guide to do like a general location of things, so, like what I'm generally supposed to do, like what am I supposed to do, how am I supposed to do it. Like I didn't know that you had to go to like Sen's Fortress, that type of ordeal, until I looked it up and type deal. And if you say, oh, that's the whole difficult part of the game, then yes, I quote unquote stripped my enjoyment out of the game by using a guide here and there when I'm lost. But guess what? I'm sorry, but I'm one of those type of gamers in where I do not find enjoyment in wandering around aimlessly for an hour to two until I just happen to stumble upon the correct path, instead of just looking it up and saving myself that 1 to 2 hours, and that stacking up over and over again type of deal. A pretty fine example would have been like the Crystal Caves area, in where I obviously died to like the invisible pathway, and I just said, fuck it, nope, I am not dealing with this. And I only died to like the invisible path like once or twice, and I was like, nope, because you wanna know why? Because I would be stuck there for even longer, and if I did that for every single time I was quote unquote stuck or lost, then this game probably would have taken me another 6 to 7 fucking hours. And guess what? I would not feel any more accomplished. All I would feel is like, wow, I wasted more time than I needed to, because I was too stubborn to look up a guide type of deal. I'm sorry, I'm one of those gamers that I've just learned to just, you know, just like look up a guide if I'm like being lost. Now again, there's like a sort of time limit I have. Like sometimes I'll like try to not look up a guide right away, but there's other times where like I would look up a guide right away, like that in the invisible pathway, because like the correct pathway was hidden from you for the most part, and you just had to IMO guess. Like even if you have people that are helping you out with the whole, you know, like little things, like the little markers, because there are people that will help you out, and there's also some dicks that just tell you to jump off a cliff. Would you jump off a cliff if they told you? Usually I think like 9 out of 10 times they're fucking wrong. But yeah, it's just like I don't believe that aspect of the game. Like yeah, sure, if you use a guide, the game is like a lot easier, but it's just like I still don't think combat wise it is, you know, that hard at all. And here's the weird part: you're just thrown into this. Like you don't even get a choice. The moment you beat Lord you know, Gwyneth, you just you just bam. You're just thrown into New Game Plus. You don't even get to say. No.
The undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
So yeah, I am not going to do another playthrough because I quite frankly just don't feel like doing another playthrough. Like, I don't enjoy the game enough to do another playthrough of it. You know what I mean? Like, I already know I can just look up the ending. The ending isn't too impactful for me, and I don't enjoy the combat enough to like do it again. You know what I mean? Like, it's not quote unquote mindless enough to where I could do it. Now, obviously, I can just, you know, do other stuff, but it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, I have no reason to like play this game again at the end of the day. Like, for some people do, but I really don't. I find the game genuinely fine. I'll fight the first boss and just to see how strong I can get, but like, that's like genuinely it. No, it is like not that like important to me at all. You know, but yeah, we'll scurry along just here and now. Like how they still like tell you the other stuff even though it's not like really needed. You know, it's like, hey man, this or that. It's like, and it's not really needed though, but sure, I guess. Leave it. I want to see how much damage I do with this. Oh look, he's up there. You can see it if you really want to. Yeah, funny. Funny. No. Funny. It's locked. It's still locked. That's so funny. Shouldn't he have dropped the key though? I feel like he should have been the one that dropped the key. 10K. But yeah, no, that's kind of like it for this one. Again, like I said, can I not level up? No, you can't. That's interesting. But yeah, no, like stats wise, like here my stats, you know, again, level 120, the type of deal. It's really not really anything too impactful. I use the Ayato. I barely use this as mainly just a backup for the most part. This one obviously for the magic that I needed to use, and yeah, and surprisingly enough, I stuck with the Wanderer's outfit basically the whole entire game, pretty much. So yeah, these are the two wings I mostly use, and yeah, there really isn't much else in my opinion to really. I mean, there's obviously still other things about the game, obviously. So I guess we will be here for now to clueless. And we'll just chat it up. I mean, we could just chat it up at like the title screen. Here, let's chat it up at the title screen actually. Let's just chat it up at like the title screen. Yeah, sure. Why not? Clueless. But yeah, no. And if I somehow do like after this recording get the urge to like platinum this game, then maybe. But I doubt I'm gonna platinum this game because for one, you have to do, at least how I did it, I have to do 3 more playthroughs of this game because of how I did it personally. Cause I didn't do everything, and I didn't use some of the souls either, and I didn't collect some of the like important like one-time chunks type of deal, and I do the Lost Embers again. And it's like I don't particularly probably want to do any of that again, so I'm probably not gonna platinum this game for one. But yeah, it is. I don't know. I think the game's fine, you know. But it's just like because it doesn't really focus on story. It's too hard. It's not enough for me to really enjoy it, and there's not that like good enough memorable moments for me to like truly like or to like truly stand out. And again, at the end of the day, the moment I overgrind or the moment I like over level, the bosses obviously do become a bit, you know, easier, obviously a bit like trivial. And obviously sometimes like, you know, Artorias was kind of hard, and like the Magus was kind of hard, but obviously Lord Gwindus was an absolute joke. But I think everybody knows that the Dark Souls' final boss is kind of a joke, to say the least. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say. What was it? yeah, I don't think Dark Souls is really that hard of a game. What's the guide? Okay, let me, yeah, asterisk, what's the guide? If you don't need the guide, then yeah, you're probably gonna be lost for like a hot second. But like I've said before, I know I'm sounding like a broken record because I already repeated myself, but I just want to make sure. I just don't get, like, again, at the end of the day, like, enjoyment wise, gameplay wise, it is truly hard for me to like enjoyment wise, gameplay wise, because it's like, I know I'll like overbeat it eventually, and sometimes it's just the mood, the feel, and at the end of the day, I don't really know or care about any of these fucking characters. At the end of the day, and it's like that's kind of like the main thing for me. It's like I don't care about any of these characters. I'm not connected to like any of these fucking characters, so it's really hard for me to like really enjoy the game because just like who the fuck is this? Who like. Sure, they have a story to it, but it's like unless you personally put in the effort to try to read between the texts and like the items and whatnot, then you're obviously not gonna know much, and that's fine. But for me, for how I tackle games, I do not think Dark Souls is that good of a game, nor do I think it's that hard of a game. I think people are just blowing it out of proportion because, as you just saw, obviously you can't. Obviously, this is new game plus, so you can't just instantly get it. But as you saw, like the sorcery was the dog beat is absolutely fucking broken. I can just two-shot at the boss, so kind of out loud. And this is me not specking into intellect. Not specking. I have 28 in intellect, so yeah. I would have one-shotted them if I had more intellect invested, but I wasn't really investing in intellect. I just kind of wanted the Great Crystal weapon buff just to increase my damage just a little bit more. But yeah, it's like, are you the guy, sue me, say, you ruined the enjoyment of Dark Souls. No, me being lost aimlessly for 6-7 plus more hours because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I am not no, I don't care I am not ruining the joy for myself for ruining the game like Dark Souls for using a guide if I'm lost and like / aimless. That's no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I am not ruining the enjoyment for it because at the end of the day, for me, I do not find enjoyment in that at all. Like discovering things for myself, fuck that shit. I could care less. Again, like I said, and if anyone that watches these VODs, or anyone who knows me, the thing I love the most about video games is the stories and characters and how they like flesh it out and like interactions and all, and like they actually like show it to you, show and tell it to you. They don't like do nothing. Like sure, they kind of tell you / show you in Dark Souls, but like not fucking really, because it's at the end of the day, it's like you're just killing these things and you don't actually know. Was not like good. Like at the end of the day, I just want to be told, like you just like a little idiot that has no video little shit. Go fucking right ahead. I don't fucking care. I genuinely don't care what people say or like how like at my intelligence, because like I don't care. I don't like the game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying it is a perfectly fine game, and it's a game not for me. And that's all I'm saying about Dark Souls. It's not a hard game. I will say that though. It is not a fucking hard game. But yeah, that's it for this one. I really don't know if I want to do a memorable moment for this, honestly, because low key, I genuinely only beat Dark Souls just because I know it's a really, really popular game, and I wasn't having a miserable time with it, but it really isn't that memorable for me. And now again, this is someone who has played Bloodborne, and I think, for me personally, I think the rose tinted glasses is kind of wearing off, because I did enjoy Bloodborne. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy Bloodborne, but Bloodborne's obviously a more faster paced game than Dark Souls. But also, I feel like with Bloodborne, I didn't use a guide basically at all, and I was a child at that point, or a teenager. So, and I think that level design or just like clarity or like progression is much more concrete, like you know what you're doing. As long as you like search around the area, then you will eventually like find the right path, and you're not completely fucking lost. Now, if you want to get to the true ending, yeah, you probably look up a guide, because finding 3 umbilical cords probably is not something you could normally do. That I did look up a guide to get to get to the true ending. But actually, I enjoyed the game enough to like want to see it to the end, or at least see like the true ending or like the other endings. For this one, I don't really care, because there is only 2 endings, and the other stuff I just quite frankly don't care about. I killed basically all the bosses. The only one I didn't kill was I forget her name, but I don't know her name's Crossbreed, and that's it. The one in like the painted scene, because I'm like, whatever. I'll just let her live. Some people probably enjoy it or whatnot, but yeah, this is the game. At the end of it, it's a lot of games. But it's like, I don't think it's like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not personally like not my cup of tea. I think it's fine. It's not bad. I personally just don't like, because I don't focus on the characters, and it's something that I like the most about video games, or just media, or like stories in general. I want them to focus on the characters. I want them to delve more on the focus of characters and stuff. But they don't do it with this one. So yeah. What else? Yeah, there's really nothing else to say. I don't know when I'll play Dark Souls 2. I'll probably get around to it eventually, obviously. But yeah, I also really don't want to play Dark Souls 2, because that whole 5% HP loss, and that's like really fucking annoying. I feel like I know that's gonna be really fucking annoying. Oh, I guess that's another thing for me that I should probably like give some context as well. Death. I don't really care about death at the end of the day. Like I played Bloodborne. I guess I know I'm broken record, sorry, but like I played Bloodborne, and it's just like I've learned or come to acceptance of like death really doesn't fucking matter. Like at the end of the day, like genuinely, death really isn't a punishment in Dark Souls. Like a lot of people think like dying in Dark Souls is such this big deal, but it's like all you do is lose your souls. And again, if you really want to, you can try and head back to where you died to get your souls back. But at the end of the day, that's all you lose. And that genuinely, like, death is pretty forgiving in Dark Souls, all things considered, because as long as you like get an item, you can just die over and over again. It doesn't matter. You have that item. You have souls. You know, it doesn't matter if like your weapon break and you like immediately die, because as long as you don't use every single soul the instant you get it, you can break a soul open and like repair your weapons. You got items, you got other things. You got infinite healing. It's just like and that is just something with me. It's just like I've gotten with just video games, and where death is genuinely meaningless to me. Like as you can see, like I didn't have a single like hot, I guess, or like annoyed reaction to like any of these bosses, because for one, I don't feel like they were too difficult, and second of all, I knew it was like my fault, and it also like doesn't matter, because I know that I eventually will beat this boss, so that's another thing with me when it comes to video games, especially with like Dark Souls type of deal. And also it helps that like if I grind for like 4 to 5 hours, then it doesn't really matter how many souls I lose, because I already grinded like 3 million souls beforehand. So it doesn't even really matter if I lose like 100k, 200k souls. It's like, I don't fucking care. I grinded for 3 million souls. It's like, I don't fucking care. But yeah, that's it for this one though. Clueless. So yeah, that's another thing about me. Like when it comes to like death, it's like I don't particularly care about death. It's like death doesn't really set me back. Like it's annoying, but that's literally it. Like it's like a bit annoying, but it really doesn't matter. So that's why when you see me sometimes, you're like, sometimes I'll be like, oh god damn it, I died, but I won't really like care. Because again, it's like all you do is lose souls, and that don't mean shit. The cursed one is definitely annoying at first, but again, if you're prepared for if you happen to die to the curse, it really doesn't mean anything because you can instantly use a purging stone, and boom, the curse is gone. And that's kind of really only like a one-time thing. It's kind of like only a one-time gotcha, in where if you're not prepared for it and you don't know how to get purging stones, then yeah, you're kind of fucked. But as long as you either are prepared or you do look up a guide to just how to find a purging stone, you're genuinely fine. And even the time where I got unfortunate and where I killed the stray demon and I also died doing it, and I didn't get the titanium slab, it didn't matter because plus 14 got me through the majority of the game anyways. So yeah. That is it. That is it for this one. Game time is pretty similar, like usual though. I don't know. Sometimes I like showing this off, I guess. But yeah, that's this one. Lewis. There's Sky. Now you can toggle display. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at us. There's that stuff. Then Clueless, the Sky Mail one. I had to pick the one slash. That's just because like theming wise, obviously, because Sky the one kind of checks out. The Clueless. I talked a good chunk. But yeah. The other thing, just beforehand. I just want to talk about just for a quick second. I know I already talked about it. I know I talk about it in a decent amount of videos because I'm really good weekly. I still believe in Ness. Ness got this. Ness kid's gonna get his redemption arc. So yeah, Ness is kind of like, you're kind of like in 3 categories with Ness. From Blue Lock, you either hate him because of dick riding, or you love him just because you love him, or you don't care about Ness. And I find it weird because people hating Ness for dick riding Kaiser, even though Blue Lock, the whole fandom is just dick riding different strikers. Like some people dick ride like Rin, some people dick ride Nagi, some people dick ride Barone type of order, some people dick ride like Isagi, obviously being the MC. So it's like, I really don't get why people fucking hate Ness when they're literally just looking at themselves. Like, you people are riding like another character's like fucking, like dick. So it's like, I really don't know why like people who specifically hate Ness because he's just dick riding Kaiser. It's just like, okay, you do that as well, so fuck off. And you say, oh well, I don't do that. Then okay, then fuck off. Or you're just lying, because everyone has like their favorite striker. Like my favorite striker right now is Kaiser. Goddamn, I love Kaiser. Kaiser's absolute. I love Kaiser. He's so cool, man. He's so fucking cool. I fucking love Kaiser. Oh man, that bicycle kit, the man's eye, and like that lady's like all of it. Oh man, and like his design. I just love Kaiser. Kaiser is definitely one of my top. If I ever did a manga tier list about characters, which I don't think I'll ever do because I don't think it was like. I don't know. Because I'm more of a video game channel, I guess. Clueless. Well, yeah, Kaiser and Isagi. I also love Isagi. Don't get me wrong. I love Isagi as well. Because he's obviously the MC. Like Kaiser and Isagi easily gets into like fave tiers. Everybody else is kind of interesting. I do like Rio as well. A lot of people don't like Rio. I really do like Rio, and I hope he gets his get back. I obviously the characters I like, I hope they like get their get back. But yeah, some people obviously just hate characters. Like some people don't. Some people say Nagi is washed. Some people say Ness is washed, and it's just like, I really don't get when people say that characters are washed when like their story arcs aren't even finished yet. It's like, who is this for you to decide their story arc is finished? Like, their story arc isn't finished, for fuck's sakes, guys. And people are just so quick to judge, and they don't just want to play it out. Like, I remember before Kaiser did his Magnus shot that people were calling him a fucking fraud. And then boom, that chapter dropped, and all those Kaiser haters shut it the fuck up. They're like, huh? Come on, speak up, motherfucker. Come on there, be brave. What are you saying that Kaiser's a fraud? Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, people are so quick to judge, and that's things. Like, you just gotta wait it out, play it out, see what happens. They're just immediately jumping the gun, saying, oh, Kaiser's a fraud, you know, blah blah blah, this and that. Shut the fuck up. Enjoy the story, goddammit. But yeah, that's just like my slight tangent of Blue Lock rant. Sorry about that. This has nothing to do with Dark Souls, but yeah. Depending on when this VOD comes out, either Ness has redeemed himself or Ness has not redeemed himself. And I'm hoping Ness redeems himself, because we are currently at chapter, I think, 291 or 292. I think we're on 291 for Blue Lock, I believe. For when I'm recording this, yes, 291. So yeah, I'm on chapter 291 while recording this. So yeah, either Ness redeems himself or Ness does not redeem himself. Let's find out. Because obviously I have to do the inscription video first and then this one. So yeah, I say that, but like I didn't do the order right because I had to do the Blind Prince. I released the Blind Prince before inscription, but that's because I was procrastinating because I was playing this game, and I just didn't have time. Well, no, I was procrastinating playing Earth in a league, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, so just like the order kind of out of order because, you know, I like releasing videos and when I played the game, obviously. Oh, I say that, but there's also Pyre was happening. I'm just rambling on at the moment. Fuck it, you know, whatever. That's it for this one though. It for now.